Hello folks, Jonathan Milam here, and I do hope you're having a great day. I've got two vintage cornets here, and I've got two newish custom-made trumpets. You really cannot get much more diverse than that. Going to start off with one of the great cornets I think that's ever been made. It is an Olds recording cornet. Of course, the recording trumpet is a very popular instrument among vintage enthusiasts. Personally, I prefer the cornet. I think the recording trumpet's a fine instrument. I just really like the recording cornet. I've got two of them at the moment, but probably won't have two of them for too long. Gonna play, well, since it's an old cornet, let's play an old number. Give me that old-time religion. Gonna use a fairly standard mouthpiece. It's a Reeves C piece. Very interesting. Most mouthpieces traditionally have about a 27 drill. The Reeves C is a little shallower than most C mouthpieces, has a 26 drill, just a little more freedom, nice open throat, great mouthpiece, probably used more on the trumpet, but we'll use it on two cornets, and then we'll use a Reeves C piece on trumpets as well. Then we'll go to a deeper piece and play a little more soulful type number. Give me that old-time religion on a 56 Olds recording cornet. And I've got here a cornet that does not get near the notoriety. But this is just dawns on me, I've got to get a different mouthpiece. It is a 54 Olds Studio. They call this the Brilliant Bell because it's nickel silver, mostly brass bell from the valve casing on around. But you've got a nickel silver cap added on here. I think you can see that there. And as a 54, it does take the larger mouthpiece shank, and fortunately, I've got one of those that came with the trumpet. Very nice. All right, this is an Olds 3, going to be fairly similar actually to the Reeves C, and we'll play that same thing, Give Me That Old-Time Religion. Believe it or not, I really like the Olds 3C mouthpiece. I don't like it cold though. All right, that was a 54 Olds Studio. And I guess now we will go to the Scodwell. They call it the Standard. I've been calling it the Classic, but it's called the Standard. And some people call it the Las Vegas. Going to use a great piece. I used to use this just for about everything. Then I went a little bit deeper. But to match the trumpets today, I thought I'd pull it back out. This is a Reeves 41C mouthpiece. Same thing. Give me that old-time religion. This is such a great playing trumpet. For me, it's extremely easy to play. Has a tighter taper to the trumpet, and of course got a nice full flare here, but a slightly heavier bell. And honestly, I am just not used to trumpets that have the tighter flare and then the slightly heavier weight. But I really like the sound you get out of it. Easy to generate sound. And then the slightly heavier gauge metal seems to give you a really just a very, very fine sound. Tony says it will carry over an orchestra. Tony Scodwell, the maker. And also over acoustical pieces. And I wouldn't doubt this. Another great horn, another great custom trumpet as well. It's the Jaeger. And this also has a slightly heavier bell, much larger throat on this bell, probably close to a 37, maybe between a Strad 37 type and a 72 type. In fact, just the feel of the instruments is so different. We'll try and not discredit it at all by playing badly, but we'll also try that, give me that old time religion, then we'll switch to a deeper mouthpiece and go to a little type, different type style song. It is, I play trumpets most all the time, and it's a lot easier for me to play a trumpet than it is a cornet. Just takes a slightly different mindset, slightly different. I think it's a little more of a refined feel when you get to the cornet. It seems that the pressure point, if you do a clutch, you know, on an old standard automobile, you know, you might have a 4 or 5 inch play, but there's just one little spot that is your pressure point. And it seems to me, even between these two cornets, that you feel that pressure point at a different place on the horn, and does make it very interesting switching instruments like I usually do. Okay, back to the Olds recording cornet. I'm going to use a wonderful mouthpiece. If you've got a cornet, I would really urge you to get this Curry VC. Mark Curry, that's C-U-R-R-Y. I'll try and put a link up under the comments down below. Wonderful mouthpiece. Very short mouthpiece, shorter than most, and very deep cup with a pretty large drill. Kind of like a trumpet flugel mouthpiece, except I guess we could call it a cornet flugel type. Gives a very breathy sound, and really like it. We're going to go to the Old Standard Summertime. Of course, that was with the 56 Cornet. And with the studio, we're going to use a, since this requires the larger shank, actually a Bach flugelhorn mouthpiece will do real well with that. And I've got a Reeves fairly shallow cup. Love this for flugels. And we'll try it as well with the Olds Studio from 54. Forgot where I was there for a moment. Okay, we'll switch back to the trumpets. And to get that same mellower tone, I'm going to use a GR Flugel mouthpiece. They made this for the Con Vintage 1. I think Consum were really stopped on those horns when they should have just kept building them. But this mouthpiece fits well in a trumpet. And so in that trumpet then, we would call it the Trumpet Flugel mouthpiece. Okay, summertime with the Scodwell. Okay, we'll take that same mouthpiece and we will play the Jaeger. You don't see these much, but Ivan Hunter, custom horn maker, maybe a European background because I see the prices of them in pounds much more than I do in dollars, just did a remarkable job making this trumpet. At the moment, all four of these for sale. If you go down to the comments, the first line will have the a link to the place where I list these, trumpetherald.com. If you go down below that, I'll have each of these horns captioned with the separate mouthpiece. You can click, if you just want to hear the old studio, you can pick those two old studio pieces and enjoy that. Okay, the Jaeger with the GR Trumpet Flugel mouthpiece. Well, that's it. 4 horns from yesteryear and also 4 very new, well-made trumpets. As always, folks, it is a pleasure spending time with you. Hope things are going well with you. Do take care of yourself and someone near you.